There is a lot of evidence of common ancestry, one of them being fossil records. Fossil records are able to demonstrate a relationship between a modern species and a species from billions of years ago. As you can see here, the genus Glyptodon has similar structures as today's armadillo, suggesting that they were relatives. This proving that they had a common ancestor. How else do similar structures play a role in common ancestry? We're going to...
I will explain.
Who are you?
I'm biologist, Dr. Mel, and I will show you everything about common ancestry, but we don't have time. Let's go.
Wait, no!
Homologous structure presents evidence of different species sharing a common descent. Penguins, alligators, bats, and humans once had an ancestry that had these structures, such as the humerus in the blue, as we see in each organism, and the radius in the light purple, as we also see in the organisms. The ancestors later on began to evolve into different species.
Interesting. Is there any more evidence?
Why yes, there's biogeography. An example of a biogeography are the finches at the Galapagos Island. When Charles Darwin observed the birds of the Galapagos Island, he noticed that they were very similar to the birds on the South American mainland, but they weren't similar to any birds on other islands that had the same environment. Charles later concluded that the animals on the Galapagos Island has migrated from the South America and became new species after a long period of time as the population adapted to the new environment.
Is there any more proof?
Yes, it's the similarities between DNA sequences. There are the similarities in DNA. If different species have a very similar DNA sequence where most of their nucleotides are the same, the chances are that they share a common ancestry.
That's fascinating.
Yes, and there's a lot of more evidence, such as embryos.
Oh, I know a lot about this one.
Really? Can you explain?
Sure.
Ancestral characters are sometimes preserved in an organism's development. An example would be a chick and a human embryo.
As you can see here, chicken and human embryos both have slits that are similar to fish gill slits. They also have tails, and as they grow in their womb or egg, they get different structures, and they start looking very different from each other. But because of the similar physical traits that they had when they were embryos, it proves that they once shared a common ancestor, because that common ancestor had these traits as well when they were an embryo. I learned a lot about the evidences of common ancestry today.
Me too.
And we hope that you learned something too. Thanks for watching. Bye!